Hello everyone and welcome to my The Young and the Restless Soapy Stories channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to Wednesday, June 25th spoilers on The Young and the Restless, Kane Ashby will choose to date someone else even if she would like to see Lily Winters again. Damian Kane will be Lily's confidant and consoler during her difficult period. That makes sense, of course, given that Kane's deceit had completely upended Lily's existence. Damian will provide assistance because Lily still has a lot to process about Kane's double-life revelation. Kane might have additional information about the murderous scheme he just revealed for Chance Chancellor in the interim. Chance will undoubtedly want all the information he can obtain because someone wants to murder Kane and might try to kill him before the end of the week. Kane will then talk with Amanda Sinclair and give an update on his meeting with Victor Newman on Wednesday's edition of YNR. Kane is determined to get Chancellor even though Victor declined a bargain. Although Amanda cautions Kane against underestimating a strong opponent like Victor, Kane does not believe Victor should do the same. She will try her hardest to win Kane over until Phyllis Summers appears and interrupts this conversation. Phyllis will still desire a mutually beneficial partnership and will be willing to go to any lengths to work with Kane. Amanda will try to help her best friend out of a tight spot, even though Kane could find Phyllis's interference annoying. Amanda will diffuse the situation and maybe encourage Kane to maintain an open mind when Phyllis causes a minor dilemma for the lawyer. Chelsea Lawson will accompany Adam Newman on a digging trip once he returns to Genoa City. Chelsea and Adam will then get the chance to learn some very important information. It appears that Adam and Chelsea will discover that Dumas is Kane, but as Kane's estate lacks mobile coverage, they will be unable to notify Victor. According to teasers for The Young and the Restless, Adam will soon rush to Nice on a mission, but he won't know Victor already knows who Dumas really is. According to The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week of June 23rd to 27th, Kane Ashby will attempt to negotiate with Victor Newman. Victor will turn down Kane's offer to exchange Chancellor control for the companies he has established as Aristotle Dumas. Even if nobody is feeling particularly festive right now, this extended stay celebration will go on. Billy Abbott will demand that they remain in Nice, but Sally Spectra will want to go home with him and use Abbott Communications to reveal Kane as Dumas. Billy will grow resolute in his quest to learn Kane's entire plan. Billy will finally convince Sally to join them in plotting against their snarky party host, but it will take some persuasion. Michael Baldwin, Lauren Fenmore Baldwin, Abby Winters, and Chance Chancellor will all arrive late for the celebration, so they will soon have to deal with the Kane news and cry like everyone else. There will be a lot of interrogations during the celebrations, since Kane will individually meet with each attendee at some point. Nick Newman will undoubtedly wonder about Kane's true intentions. Kane hasn't exactly shown himself trustworthy with all his shenanigans, even if he will say he's tired of the Dumas deceit and ready for a new beginning as himself. Although Lily Winters will detest the thought of spending more time with Kane than is absolutely required, she will decide to stay in order to learn the truth. After all of the Kane discoveries, Damian Kane will comfort Lily, which will eventually lead to Lily making a bold move with him. As Lily and Damian develop a stronger connection, will they fall in love? Adam Newman and Chelsea Lawson will conduct further research after they return to Genoa City. Adam may eventually realize that Dumas is Kane as a result of it, and he would rush to France, believing that he must provide Victor with updates. According to YNR spoilers, Holden Novak will then encounter Claire Newman and come to her aid when she most needs someone to confide in. Claire will reportedly drink with Holden instead of Kyle Abbott because she is unhappy about Cole Howard. As they prepare to enjoy some sunshine, Audra Charles will encourage Kyle to assist her by applying some sunscreen. Since Audra is planning to break up his romance with Claire on Victor's orders, Kyle will keep getting drawn to her. Phyllis Summers and Sharon Newman will finally receive a challenging reminder. Both Phyllis and Sharon will struggle because a discovery will bring up memories of some prior trauma. Finding Kane's video monitors and discovering they have been observed like Martin Lauron Watch Lab animals could be the first step in this process. However, Sharon and Phyllis might find something more sinister, such as a corpse that makes them think of the times they have disposed of bodies in the past. In any case, according to spoilers for The Young and the Restless, The week of June 23rd to 27th will have some terrifying scenes, so keep an eye out. While in France, Sharon Newman and Phyllis Summers will experience additional tragedy, according to spoilers and updates for The Young and the Restless. It appears that Martin Lawrence's sadistic games may have caused them to develop some form of PTSD, but discovering a murder victim in the maze won't help. More traumatic effects are caused by trauma upon trauma. They may be reminded of Martin's puzzles they had to complete by the perplexing labyrinth and the concept of solving puzzles imposed by Aristotle Dumas, also known as Cain Ashby. However, in their recent pasts, both women experienced trauma in somewhat comparable circumstances. For Sharon, it was brought on by Cameron Kirsten, while for Phyllis, it was Jeremy Stark. Before he could murder her or Faith Newman, Sharon killed Kirsten in a sewer. Phyllis killed Stark in self-defense and disposed of his body. After being drugged by Ian Ward in recent months and being abducted by Martin Laurent along with Phyllis, Sharon experienced further suffering. Since Ward and Jordan set her up for the murder of Daniel Romalotti's live-in lover Heather Stevens, even that circumstance was connected to Phyllis. Do you have no way out of this chateau? Cain paid for everyone's round-trip transportation, but it's not like he's actually keeping anyone hostage like Jordan, Ian Ward, Martin Laurent, Cameron Kirsten, or Jeremy Stark did. Therefore, even Amanda Sinclair is unable to induce Phyllis and Sharon to simply leave the chateau, board the train, and then take a plane back to Genoa City. Both Sharon and Phyllis are experiencing PTSD from the times they were held hostage for the last 18 months or so, and it's the imprisoned part that triggers them. For them, the similarities in experiences, rather than the location or their captor, are what matter, even though it's not a sewer or a cheap, no-tell hotel room. Even the train is exquisitely decorated and wonderfully appointed, so it's definitely not an abandoned mental institution. The most agonizing nightmare and painful reminder of Phyllis and Sharon's previous trauma. However, at the end of the week, Phyllis and Sharon's worst dread could come true. Spoilers suggest that someone will die, and it will be a sad reminder of their past anguish. There is a good chance that the two of them will find a body, perhaps concealed in the tangle of towering hedges that surround the castle. Who will be the suspects or persons of interest, and how did they die, is the key question. We already know who it won't be: Cain, Lily Winters, Damian Cain, or Nick Newman. According to some YR speculations, it might be Chance Chancellor, which would be quite upsetting for Sharon, who dated him. Phyllis might also experience this. Cain exposes chilling murder plan. Will anyone believe him? Fearful face speech balloon. Cain pleads for a chance. The targeted victim will stun you. Collision firecracker. Murder in Genoa City. Cain's revelation shocks everyone. Police car light drop of blood. Cain knows too much. Now he's racing to stop a killer.